As an adult, one of your greatest privileges is to be able to make your own decisions. You waited your entire youth to get to a position to make your own decisions. But to make your own decisions means that you have to have a level of financial independence, physical and mental independence, and when you make a decision that upsets other people, you are independent enough to handle severing that relationship. Because if you make decisions as an adult that your parents, your friends, or someone you know doesn't like, and they no longer want to help, support, or be there for you, you better be ready to live without them. But you would live a sad life if you had the ability to have independence and you choose not to make your own decisions because you don't want to upset others. Then you might as well be a child. You might as well suffer and come home during curfew. So I've experienced this. It's hard for a parent. It's hard for people who once have seen you as a child to develop and then have the ability to make your own decision. It's also hard for people who once helped you and now you no longer need their help. Sometimes they can use the fact that they once helped you, they can hold it over your head. Like, don't forget when I did this for you. If a friend says that to you, they're not your friend. If your family says that to you, they're not your family. Why? Because again, if someone's going to help you, don't let them hold it over your head. And you remember this for yourself too. Anytime you give money to someone, anytime you give a helping hand to someone, never hold it over their head. Never help a girl and then say, oh, you owe me dinner, you owe me coffee. Don't do that. But I say all that to say, you got to be careful in life that if you make too many risky decisions, you don't want to end up like the prodigal son. The prodigal son was a story in the Bible where a child wanted his inheritance early, and the father gave it to him, but the child spent it on hookers and gambling. He became broke and went back to live with his father. Now, some people look at that story like the son found his way home. I look at it as if the son became successful, he would have never went back to his father. At least that's my perspective on it. Okay. And I guarantee you, when the son came back home, the prodigal son, I guarantee you the father never looked at him the same, always held it over his head, and all his siblings always remember, and even he had that one problem with his sibling in the book. His sibling was like, oh, how can you just accept him back? And the father said, well, everything I have is your guys anyway. It's all of you. You guys have everything I own. My inheritance goes to both my sons or whatever. It's a whole clusterfuck. That's what I want to tell you. What I want to tell you is honor your parents if it's healthy. If it's healthy, cut them off if it's not. Cut them off if it's not. Same thing with friends and family. Because the bottom line, guys and girls, okay, if you want to live your life under someone else's thumb, under someone else's direction, put on a diaper, okay, and fucking be a child. Okay. While you're at it, stick a dildo up your ass. Okay. And you say, oh, I can't believe you talk like that. I can't believe you live like that. So what I want to tell you, okay, is I believe the prodigal son story is one of the things in the Bible that tried to control humanity. Just like, slavery, bad part, and this was in all the different religions, slavery, because it was just part of the times. There, you couldn't work at Walmart. Some of it was just, that's how you got your money. That's how, you had to be an indentured servant to someone. Okay. But I want to tell you guys, in a modern era, you don't have to be a slave or servant to anyone. Now, you still got to work. Okay. A lot of you people say, oh, I don't want to work for a corporation. I don't want to be a slave. Hell, how are you going to make money? Yeah. And when you go to Walmart, I hope you don't expect them to help you. Why? You don't like corporations. When you go to the gas station, I hope you don't want gas. Why? That's a corporation. If you're doing DoorDash, that's a corporation. Thank God for corporations. Thank God. Keep your corporate job. But the bottom line, okay, what I'm sharing with you in this message, okay, in a modern era where I can make a video off my phone, transmit it over the internet, there's a lot of people who work to run those fiber cables. There's a lot of infrastructure in place due to the taxes you pay that supports the internet, that you watch, that you love, that you entertain. You love the government, you love the internet. Don't lie to yourself. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want to protest? You don't want to take a vaccine? You don't want to truck drive? Oh, don't drive on roads. They're all paid by federal government money and state government. Yeah. All right, guys, don't get me upset. Okay. What are we talking about? We're talking about in life, okay? Unless you're going to pave your own road, unless you are able to fund, okay, the load in your truck and the load. Hey, guys, look, you have an option, okay? Either you go out there, okay, and you make your own way and you deal with some stuff in the world, or you do nothing, okay? And you stay home, you wear a diaper, and you complain about society online, okay? Because that's the new babysitting platform. It's the metaverse. Yeah, you know the metaverse. All the mentally ill, lazy people just give them the internet. That's what it is. Yeah. Let them complain. Yeah. But they did take away your dislike button. Why? You guys are nasty and lazy. I ain't gonna lie about that. But back to the story. The prodigal son of 2022, okay, masturbates in a sock, okay, doesn't risk too much money in Bitcoin, is willing to work to earn a living, is willing to live below their means, willing to eat healthy, maybe even vegetarian, but not willing to go back to his ungrateful father. Why? Because what they didn't tell you in the Bible is the prodigal son's father's got a restraining order filed against him from the post office. Why? He tried to attack a mailman. Why? Knocked over his mailbox. Yeah. And there was no grace. There was only very rigid. Guys, the OCD people, they get very upset. Okay. You don't want to mess up their mailbox. All right, guys. I gave you enough. I give you a lot. Every day I do a video. Subscribe if you're not. Click the thumbs up. Click the blue join to support the channel. Okay. Because what I want to tell you, on this internet, this is the highway to heaven. And guys, the internet was created by Al Gore and funded by your taxpayer. So you better have a vaccine if you're watching this video. You can't protest that. Why? Huh? You didn't create the internet. You're not running fiber optic cables. You're subsidized by the government. Okay. So you got to take the vaccine. You got to get 5 boosters. Yeah. How you like that? Get him, Foxy.